Melvin, Randy here playing Farming Simulator 19 on Ravenport, and picking up this episode pretty much where we left off here from last episode. I did finish harvesting the corn, so this field is harvested. Still have the hired worker, or at least he's supposed to be working on plowing yet. He is. Good. It just occurred to me I should probably check and make sure he's actually doing his job. Never know with these hired workers nowadays. Also finished planting corn on 12 and 13, got that done. And now I've got the hired worker moved on to 4 and 5, planting cotton on that field. And hopefully we're going to start planting the big field here this episode. Working on getting some lime here on the part of this field here. And then probably we'll have to wait till the plowing is finished on this side before I do much more. Fertilizing, I didn't actually check. How did he? Oh, he actually finished. Okay, wow, what a surprise. He actually finished, it looks like. So yeah, we'll let this fill up here. We'll get the fertilizer spreader out of the way there. And then we can probably actually start planting here at this point. I don't see why not. He shouldn't catch up with the fertilizer spreader too quickly. There we go. Another full load of lime. And again, for those who wondered, by the way, this is a modded lime spreader. The modded lime spreader goes just a little bit faster than the in-game one, so it's a little bit better on the usage. And then it's also color selectable, which is kind of nice. So I've got my lime spreaders colored white, and then my fertilizer spreaders, which you can kind of see off in the distance there, I've got those colored red. That way, you know, quick glance, I can tell which one is which, what I have in each one. Okay, hire the worker. He should be good. Let's get you off the field here. Well, technically, you're really not on the field, but we'll get him lined up so he's ready to go here again. And the 7R we were just in there, by the way, that is the new tractor we purchased there between episodes there last time. Like that tractor's working out pretty good. Should have more than enough ponies there to pull that spreader. And not to mention, it could probably pull some of our other equipment as well. I don't know, maybe not quite the TB90, but it can probably at least do some cultivating and work like that as well. And as I was saying, I don't know if there's any need to start him just yet, so I'm just going to leave him parked here for the time being. But let's start planting here. And then, as I was mentioning last episode, I do want to get into some hay work. So we're definitely going to be doing that here unless something really crazy happens with hired workers or something. They completely lose it outside of what they normally do anyway. And I said I was going to go with soybeans, so let's set you on soybeans. Oh, I wonder, should I fill them up? You know what? I probably should fill this up. Yeah, why don't I do that? 2,633 fertilizer is probably not going to last long. So, okay. Never mind. Let's fold this back up here. That back out. Get the tank opening up here. Let's see. I think we need the other one. And I'm going to have to move this sprayer out of the way here as well. It's been in the way long enough now. I think we can finally move it here. And I'll just leave it there. I'll probably give it a bath here sometime. Or at the very least, it's going to sit there in the way until I move it out of the way there again. Which I actually will need it here eventually, because now that we got the fields planted, we're going to have to spray for weeds at some point. Okay, that should about do it. No, maybe not. We got money this time. It should fill this time. No, really? It's not going to fill? This is the right tank, isn't it? It sure looks like it is. At least it did from a distance, anyway. Let's get up here, see what's... Is this the right tank? Can I walk up this? Oh, I can. No, that actually is not the right tank, is it? Okay, so this other one was the right tank. Ah. Yeah, very important you have the right tank, otherwise it will not fill. There we go. Now it's filling. Just from a distance there, I mean, it looked like it was seed in there because it's kind of got the brownish texture to it. But maybe that's just like the inside of the tank I'm seeing there, I bet. Yeah, it must have just been the inside of the tank there with that wire mesh. There we go. Now we're full. Okay, so we're full on fertilizer. Not quite full on seed, but that's fine. And we got it set on soybeans. We should be ready to start planting here then. Did some repair on it here last episode, so that should be good. Challenger is about 3/4 of the way. That should be good as well. Even though the Challenger here does struggle a bit pulling this seeder. We'll have to see what's in the future. Maybe we'll grab a big bud here. That'd probably be the most logical choice to pull the seeder with. I'm not sure if the RX would pull it any better or not. I mean, technically the RX here, because this is it's a 9570. Oh, no, this actually is a 9620. Okay, this is a 9620. So this would have 620 horsepower then. Basically be about the same size as the Challenger here. Okay, plow is still going. Good. Lime. Oh, you quit. You quit. What a surprise. I mean, what a surprise. Why did you quit? Like, for real, why did he quit? I mean, he's... Oh, hired workers. You know, hired workers, I've been saying for like the last couple episodes, I plan on mowing my field. If you'd actually do your jobs, I could probably do that, but, oh boy. Okay, now we'll hire him. Should be good to go again for a little bit, hopefully. We'll just have to keep an eye on him. See, that's the weird stuff about hired workers I don't quite get. They just, randomly quit at the weirdest times, it seems like sometimes. And then other times they just, finish the entire field. Don't miss a single bit. It's like, what in the world? I guess that's actually what we needed, wasn't it? The mower. And before anybody leaves an additional comment and lets me know that this thing can put the grass into windrows, yes, I am well aware of that. However, I do have a windrower. A windrower that is much larger than the windrows this mower would produce. So that is why I don't really care if it actually puts them into windrows or not. Like I said, it could if I wanted it to, but don't really need it to. Almost have to zoom out here to see where the field actually is. Okay, and I'll just hire the worker there. And we'll have to let him get ahead of here a little bit before we actually start windrowing and picking it up. Speaking of picking it up, I know we were looking at this here a while back. I believe I've got grass, right? I need hay. Silage, not too concerned about. We'll get that here eventually. Speaking of which, I didn't look at that last episode. Straw we got. Now the question is, what is this? This is what? Actually, you know what? I can probably tell by the price. Okay, price between this and that is actually not that much different, really. Grass and hay. I'm going to guess the grass is the cheaper one, so that's what I probably have. So I need to make this into hay, so we'll have to TED this as well. But yeah, speaking of the biogas plant here, let's, can I tab over to this? Oh, right, I need to clean this up here, too. Let's see. How are we looking here? Fermenting 80 set. Wow, it's actually getting pretty close. But as I figured, we'll probably want to skip till the next day here before we do anything with it. 87%, that'll probably put us till, I don't know, 2,000 hours or something like that before it'll be ready. Speaking of which, where would one find that milling machine? I know I have it active. Where is a Frazee, or where would a Frazee be located? Not that category. Go through a couple categories here real quick. Skid steer, not. Shouldn't be under this one. Header trailers, nope, negative. It's not under miscellaneous. I know I've looked at that belt before. Belt systems, negative. Low loaders. So we do have the PGA flat deck. I've heard tell that is a nice trailer. Telehandlers, nope. Levelers. Oh, this is forestry. Forestry, we do have the Brooks. Auto load. Oh, yes, yes. Auto load for lumber. Might have to try that sometime. Haven't tried it yet. Loading wagons? No. Nah, it shouldn't be under mowers. How about auger wagons? Nope, not under auger wagons either. Well, where would one hide a snowblower? Like I said, it is active. I've double and triple checked that when I started the save game. I was like, is this actually active? Because I'm not finding it in the menu. I'm pretty sure I think it's supposed to be under miscellaneous, right? Either miscellaneous levelers or belt systems, I would suspect, but I'm not seeing it. Oh well, not going to spend an episode looking for it here. And maybe there's something wrong that's preventing it from showing up too. I don't know. It's just kind of odd. It's not actually there. But yeah, I do want to get this mess cleaned up here before I actually open the bunkers. Otherwise, you got chaff outside the bunker, and you got basically silage here. It makes for a real mess. So we'll get that cleaned up first before we actually unpack that bunker if we can. In the meantime, I guess we're going to need another tractor here. Oh, another tractor? Really? I don't have any tractors sitting here, do I? I do not. Oh, wait, no, I do too. We got a 6M over here. Right, let's put the 6M to work. Wow, I bought quite a few tractors as of recent here, and it still seems like we don't have enough tractors. Mind you, we do have, some tractors here that aren't necessarily working. We got one that's over on the spreader there. I could pull that over here if I wanted to, but... And there's another one on the... there's one on the fertilizer spreader, one on the lime spreader. What else? There's one on the cotton bale trailer yet that's still setting up by the cotton field. That is the case that's over there. I can get that pulled over here as well, I suppose. Okay, there we go. And what else do I have available for tractors? Like I said, one more tractor would be ideal. I've got, that's a truck. That's a truck. What do I have sitting here? This is a sprayer. I'll move that sometime. Famous last words. You're still working yet? You know what? So I guess we'll borrow this tractor, I guess. The 6R. Right. A little small. Well, actually, you know what? Oh, you know what? Before I start windrowing this, I do need to ted it, don't I? Right. Because otherwise, when I windrow it, then I go back to ted it. It's going to spread that windrow back out again. Might not be enough to actually matter, but just in case it does, let me stop him here a minute. That might make a difference. Might. And, nice thing about this Kuhn Max merge here, well, it's maybe not necessarily as big as the Krone Swadro 2000. It basically creates windrows of the same size just because it takes 2 passes to do so. It's actually kind of nice thing with that particular merger there. Okay, we'll grab a tedder here a minute. We'll get him going. Then we'll get the windrower going here. Make sure we get the right order of operations here. Otherwise, we're kind of setting ourselves up for problems. There we go. And we'll probably just want to keep an eye on him, make sure he doesn't catch up with the mower. Yeah, he actually might. He'll be close. And as I was saying there, as you can probably see, yes, it is spreading out that windrow, though I don't know if it's enough to matter or not. Hard to say. But just in case it does, again, we'll just make sure we get them in the right order there. Okay, we're almost done with the lime. Making some progress on the planting here. He's on his, what, third pass here? So for this entire time, he's on his third pass finally. Seems like that's taken him a while. I'm granted this is a big field, so how are we looking over here? Still planting? Good. Making now really quick progress over here, of course. God, your DB9 doesn't waste any time there. Oh, you know what? I don't have a GPS on this tractor, do I? You know what? Let's go put GPS on this tractor. Then I can use GPS some more. Because, you know, why not, right? Oh, this is a 6M. Well, yeah, GPS on the 6M. Why not? Again, I know I mentioned that an episode or two back. You know, someone was commenting, hey, it's a 6M. 6M does not have GPS. Just because it does not have built-in GPS does not mean you cannot add GPS to this tractor. And I don't know if you can add green. I imagine you can add Green Star. I wouldn't know why not if you wanted to. Just, you know, cost the right amount of money. But obviously, you know, the whole idea behind the 6M is it is a cheaper tractor, so you probably wouldn't be adding Green Star most likely. Let's see, configuration, global positioning, yes. Customize that. 15,000 a pop. Ooh, that is expensive. You know, especially given at this point what the GPS can do. Straight line. $15,000 for straight line. It will be interesting, though, in the future to see what is added to GPS. You know, hopefully we'll be seeing some curve lines and then, of course, auto turning at the ends of the fields. What else is there? I know there's another big thing that hopefully be added as well. I forget what that is right at the moment, but yeah, hopefully we'll be seeing all that stuff added here at the moment. It's pretty basic. And let me open up the GPS. No, that's keyboard steer. Let's open up GPS, which is Control S. Gotta remember, keyboard steer is Control C. Guidance is Control S. Right. Like, I'm going to remember that. Let's see. Show lines on. Snap to triangle. I haven't actually used this feature. Let's turn that on. Just, I don't know what it does, but we'll find out. And then I want to go to here. Actually, remove track. We'll just, yeah, that looks good. Auto B. I don't know quite what the A plus heading, A plus B. I don't know what Auto B does. To me, it seems like it should automatically set B, but it doesn't actually seem to that I know of. And also, again, I pointed this out in my review, but when you go to the menu here and you just like set A, it doesn't seem to do anything. I don't know if it's supposed to, but what I found, you do Alt-E, is it? There you can see the A has been created there. Turn this on, might as well make use of it, right? I don't know what the snap angle is supposed to do. To me, that means it would snap it to an angle on the map here, like, say, 45 degrees. I don't know if that's actually what it does or not. And then if I do Alt-E, again, should create the tracks. Why am I seeing no lines here? Let's I turn that on maybe? No, show lines is on. We broke something, I don't know what, but I don't know why we're not seeing any lines here. That's kind of odd. Let's see, if we do create track, save track. Something tells me we don't actually have a GPS going on here, do we? Let's try this again. Alt-E. Oh, that turned the tires. Why did it turn the tires? That's interesting. And if I do Alt-E again, yeah, that just disappears. Okay, let's back to the settings here. Let's set this to just A plus B. And we got set A plus B. Do our lines back? Oh, wait a minute. You know what? Let's see if I do that. Ah, there we go. Okay, now we got lines. Nice. Okay. Back to trying this again here. Set that. Escape. Go back there. Is it set? Yes. Okay. That is on. Okay, right. Looks like we actually have it created already. Okay. I think we're good. I think. We'll find out here, I guess. And then Alt-X locks it on, lower it down, hit cruise control. We got some grass at the end of the field here. Oh, well. Not sure what will happen when we go to pick that up. I think it'll just ignore it as far as I know. And for those of you wondering, by the way, what the purpose of this style of, I don't know if you even call it a windrower at this point. I mean, I guess it sort of is, because it is creating a windrow of hay here. But the purpose of this is it's supposed to be a little gentler on the plants. So if you got plant material that you're mowing that has, say, more leaves on it, like, say, alfalfa, it is supposed to be gentler on that, apparently. That's the advantage of, say, a windrower like this. I didn't actually check. Does it actually snap into an angle here? Can't tell if it's actually going straight or not, to be honest. I'm not sure. That was kind of, you know, the idea behind turning that option on, so it would actually snap to an angle. Because as you noticed on this field here, we had a slight angle to it. I don't know if that was because I had used a GPS and I didn't get that line straight. I'm assuming that's what it was, but I don't rightly know. Well, now, if I had one more tractor, I could start picking this up as well, but now we're kind of actually done spreading lime. I do actually have another tractor available. We can pull the 7R over here yet. And this GPS, by the way, does auto stop at the end of the field. At least if it detects it properly, it will. So while there's no auto turning feature, it does have essentially an auto stop feature. Okay, we'll get to the end of this row here, and we'll just maybe hire the worker here. He can take over. Doesn't look like the header there is going to catch up with the mower. In fact, the mower is finished, isn't he? Okay, as I said, we'll just hire the worker who immediately raises it up and tries to be as derpy as possible. Right, okay then. I wonder if I should maybe not have GPS on. Try that again here. Okay, hire a worker. Nope. Immediately raises it up and is blocked by an object. Goes back to my theory the hired worker is being blocked by his own shadow, because there's clearly nothing he is blocked by here. Okay, fine. We'll finish this past ourselves, and then we'll see what happens if we hire a worker. Okay, there we go. Now, if I hire you now, will you behave? Yeah, it looks like you will. Okay. Must not have liked something about, I don't know, maybe we were going on that line with the GPS if I didn't like that or what was going on, but seems to be behaving now. Keyword seems to be. And as far as I know, the cows should be all set on... Oh, no, actually, they're not all set on hay. Okay, so probably most of the hay I'm going to be picking up here is probably going to go straight into the cows first, and then we'll start filling up the silo with it. We'll put as much in the silo as we can, because we'll need some for the horses there, some for mixed rations. Yeah, we'll basically just be needing a bunch of stuff here to get the cows to 100%. Let's see, where did I leave that forage wagon? I think it's back here somewhere, isn't it? Maybe not. Okay, nope. Where did I put a forage wagon? That is a good question. Oh, I put it away. Wow, look at that. I put it away. Looks like I put it away dirty, but I did put it away. Okay, everyone, and looking at the time here, looks like it is time to wrap it up for this episode here already. So on that note, if you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below, and I think we'll come back next episode. We'll start picking up this hay. Let's see, we'll have to see what else needs to be done with the fields here as well, but we'll start picking up the hay. Make sure the fields are planted as well, like I said, we don't have that much more to go. In fact, the cotton field is, he's actually got, oh, he quit. Ooh. He needs fertilizer. Okay, well, I'll have to fill him up then. He does need fertilizer. And I bet he quits as well, because we'll have to turn him. Yeah, look at that. He quits. Knew that was going to happen. And then we'll have to get some more fertilizer and spray on that side of the field. So yeah, on that note, folks, thanks for watching. Comments or questions, again, be sure to leave them. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time.